Protests rock Imo over unknown gunmen attacks. Hundreds of Imo residents under the aegis of the Coalition of Imo Youths marched in Owerri, the capital, on Friday over the spate of insecurity in the state. They demanded adequate protection of their lives and property, as well as an end to the murder and destruction. In his address, Governor Hope Uzodinma thanked the protesters for their public show of concern. In my manifesto, the pillar that will make my administration strong are largely dependent on the youths. In the days coming, we are going to empower trained youth. Government is determined to tackle employment, or you mean unemployment, and improve the living standard of people, he assured. Uzodinma promised to study and act on the document presented to him by the leaders of the protesters. Imo and other southeast states have been under attack by gunmen targeting government personnel and facilities. Security agencies say the so-called unknown gunmen are violent members of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. The secessionist group formed the Eastern Security Network to protect communities from killer headsmen, but they have been accused of perpetrating atrocities against security operatives and civilians. IPOB has strongly denied the allegations. I mean, that's... Again, it seems like there's going to be a series of protests that are going to come in the next few weeks, next few days, don't know. But again, I think the current youth of Nigeria now understand. I mean, on Twitter, well, that's a whole different topic. It's been suspended by the government. But on Twitter, 2 days ago, there was in the, the trend table. The first was, this is not 1967. And under all the posts that says hashtag this is not 1967, but basically saying we are not the same people of then, because again, you have to understand the leaders right now have mastered the ways of oppression, and then obviously they've been in power since, I mean, Buhari literally has said that he was active in service when the Biafran war was going on. He was a soldier. So again, it's like these people have refined their tactics of oppression and corruption, and so they really, the same method has been working for them. But then obviously right now, things have changed. And it seems like as if they have not been updated with, the current state of mind of an average Nigerian youth. And of course, that was why the trend was there. This is not 1967. We are very changed people. We have social media. We have all these things. And I think, that's it. So that concern and that, that drive that the youth have currently, they don't have control over that. And I think that social media is what we can use to our advantage. And that's why, they're very much like no social media. I mean, they literally suspended social media, specifically Twitter, which is the most sort of effective. Yeah. So again, of course, the youth of Imo, I mean, Imo is literally, we don't even know what is going on there. It is literally a crazy place. The insecurity is high. You're hearing news every single day of people dying, of buildings, government buildings being attacked, and very, very sad. But again, the youth are there and they're brave enough to come out and protest, in which is very, very good. And to be honest, what is even more shocking here is Governor Hope Uzodinma's reply, saying that in his manifesto, he says, the pillars that will make my administration strong are largely dependent on the youth. So now he's actually acknowledging the youth, where in before we can almost predict how, leaders react to a protest. Not good. Literally forcing and being like, what, we're against this. But it's actually really shocking. So not saying that because he's reacted in a very light, polite manner that we, take it lightly and then think he's changed. They are changing their tactics. They are forced to change their tactics because the people that they're dealing with are not the same as they thought they were. So let's go to the comment section. So somebody says, are they not the same IPOP terrorists who are protesting? The blood of that innocent woman that IPOP killed in Imo yesterday will haunt you guys for eternity. All right. Somebody says, why are the unknown gunmen not being arrested? Are they spirits? Why are they unknown? That's the thing. How many months? You are telling me, they can easily identify a lot of, identify a lot in which, their main culprits to them is Biafran's IPOB. But then it's like, for months, we have unknown gunmen all news stations are reporting this as unknown gunmen, unknown. But a lot of things are known when it comes to, for example, the investigation of Gulag's death. I mean, hours after, they already knew who it was. So it's like, how can you say unknown gunmen, and you don't know where these gunmen are coming from? Isn't that shameful? Like, how long would it take? Someone says, liar, the protest is against Fulani herdsmen. Oh, all right. Someone says the Imo leaders have a lot to do with what is happening. In my opinion, is that most of the attack by gunmen must be those that are attacking the government facilities and are those killing the police. They are having... Okay, this doesn't make sense. Somebody says organized by the state government. Just that, no context. I mean, what do you mean organized? You mean the youth are coming after the state government? I doubt it. It's actually a lot of people there. They wouldn't. Somebody says, may Satan... Okay. See, these are the things... This is... yeah. Comment section is absolutely crazy and buzzing. Somebody says, if you call IPOP terrorist group as you called them, so what about Boko Haram, Fulani herdsmen, ISIS, fake presidents in Aso Rock, evil Southeast governors and Wike, fake army, police, DSS, saboteurs, and you? What about them all? Again, we are all hypocrites. That's it. It's as simple as that. Somebody says 90% of the unknown gunmen are not Igbos and not Imo indigens. They are not IPOP members. They are not ASM members, but agents from the government. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to actually observe, it's not necessarily, this comment is not far-fetched. Of course, nothing is confirmed, everything is alleged, but it's like, this is Nigeria. Sooner or later, things will definitely come out. But why is it consistently, after months, these attacks are still rampant and we describe them as unknown gunmen? Why are they still unknown? When you use the word unknown gunmen, we're saying, okay, fine, at most 12 hours or a day after an attack, that's when we still use the word unknown. But when it's coming 1 week, 2 weeks, they're still unknown, and then months still unknown. That is why this makes sense is because they have been proven to be mislabeling of innocent people from the southeast that are labeled as part of IPOB and ASN, and it's just like, but you have no proof of that. Because it's like you have everything is very confusing. Everything is very confusing. You have unknown gunmen, they're still unknown, but then it's like you use that as an excuse to label them as IPOB, and then when you see anybody from the southeast, well, because they don't have no proof, they kill them immediately. That is very sad. Put what you think about it in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe.